welcome to another edition of Business and Financial Raw Talk, a no-holds-barred forum for leaders and innovators. I am LaWanna Bradford, principal of the Bradford Group Consulting, as well as CEO of the Bradford Group, and I am so excited and delighted to have none other than the amazing Jacqueline Young Landi here with us today. Jackie, how's it going?
Hi, how are you?
Thank you for saying yes. I know this is a busy time of the year and your schedule has been busy, but I'm so glad to have you on before the end of the year because this conversation is so important. And we're going to be talking about living your best business life. But before we get into that, I want to tell our audience a little bit about who you are. If by some reason they don't know, I don't know how, but if they don't know, Jacqueline Young Landi is Jamaican born. I like to call her just an sensational dynamite. She came into this country with a dream, with a mission, with a vision, and she took it by storm. She is a fashion designer extraordinaire. I mean, just amazing what she can do with a needle and a thread and a piece of fabric. She is an author of It Is Not a Practice Life, and we'll get into that a little bit. She is a wellness coach. She is an inspirational leader, a change agent. She is a financial guide and so much more. And today we want to talk about what it means to live your best business life, because if you've been following Jackie on any of her platforms, she talks about living your best life. But we want to just tweak it just a little bit and talk about the business. And what I want to ask you, Jackie, is why are you on, because I really believe you're on a mission to get people to really seize the moment, as your book says, it's not a practice life, and live it to the best and to the fullest. Why is that so important to you?
Well, I've seen over the years, people just take life for granted. And especially now in the COVID time, people say, when I retire, when the kids are away, when I have money, when I to start living their life. And we get to live our life right now. Yesterday is already gone. Tomorrow is definitely not promised. So show up your best version of in all areas now. And that's what I'm all about. I am going to do that all over the world, globally, for especially women and men in the second half of their life to show up the best version of themselves. It's not the end yet.
I love that you're telling us to not lose hope, because sometimes our dreams get put on the back burner, right?
Yes.
Or we're spinning in that business and we're wondering, well, it's not getting where I want it to be. But you're saying, don't give up, continue to press. Yes. And I want to talk about, because some people don't know your story, and they look at, often when people see success or they see an image, they think she's had it easy. Life's just been handed to her. But you made a decision that you were going to not only live your best life, but you were going to create your best life in business. What was the fuel that enabled you to do that, coming here from Jamaica to a country you didn't know before, and on your own?
I came here in 1995. I was 31. And I was brought up with a single mom and a great grandmother and my sister. And we had life really, really rough. And I had in my back, I don't know if it's my heart or in my mind, that this is not life. This is not life. We weren't put on this earth to live a mediocre life. And I decided from way young that my life is going to be different. And whatever it takes, not breaking the bank or killing anybody, whatever it takes, I'm going to achieve it. And you have to be very, very clear on your true you. Your true you is not necessarily the same as mine. I know I want to be the queen. That's what I was designed to be. He makes kings and queens, and I'm one of the queens, or Jesus, and I'm going to show up as a queen.
I love what you said is being your true you, whatever that is, but knowing it and owning it. And I think when you do that, you show up in business that way. But it first starts with you, right?
Yes, yes, it started with you, start with the mind. And when you choose you, then you choose your power. If you're not choosing your true you, you're letting go of your power.
Hmm. That's deep. So, to our listening audience, I want you to just sit in those words right now. If you don't choose the true you, you lose your power. And how many times, Jackie, do we see individuals in business, especially during this pandemic, the term pivoting, right? They're trying this, and this. They're chasing the dollar
Mm-hmm.
rather than being fueled by their heart's passion. Can you talk a little bit about that? Because in your business, you have an enterprise. You have your design fashion lane, you have your image consulting lane, you
Mm-hmm.
have your wellness lane, you have your financial lane, and now you have your author speaker lane.
Yes,
But all of those, you're celebrating your gifts and talents. It's nothing
yes,
that's not outside of you, right?
yes. You have to be very, very clear on what fuels your passion. And anything else that does not serve that, delete. We are not here to major on minor stuff. We're here to major on major stuff. So once you're very clear on what you're here to do, that's what you need to major on. All the little minor stuff that does not serve you, delete.
Now, how can individuals, because they may be looking at you or others and say, well, that's easy. It seems like you knew your talents, you knew your giftings. But what would you say to someone who is trying to discover what am I good at? How can I serve? How do I show up in the world?
What you do the best with the least amount of effort, that's your gift. Once you find that with your passion, once you find that, hone onto that and develop that. Develop your mind, develop your knowledge, develop everything to support that gift.
Now, with you, your core, your foundation, if you will,
Mm-hmm.
is the design element.
Yes.
Did you just one day as a child just look through a fashion magazine and say, I want to do this? I mean, how did you get inspired for not only fashion, but also the creator of fashion?
My great grand taught me to sew doll clothes at age 5. And I love it. I would dress up my little dolls in some cute little outfits, and I love it. And from then, it spiraled. I went to high school. I did clothing and textile. I got great marks in my high school and my common entrance. We call it CXC over there.
Okay.
And then I went to college and I did fashion designing, pattern making, clothes construction, manufacturing, and then that's where it started. I worked for several different boutiques back home and decided to start my own at age 25. I had my company was called Jackie High Fashion Apparel Inc. I had 10 workers. We sew, but back home it's custom stuff. People make stuff from scratch. Here is mostly alterations. So back home, people come to make clothes every day, every week, every month. It's a constant cycle.
I love
Yep.
that. I think I remember in your book there was, oh, I mean, I may be using the term wrong, but it was like you were discovering, like someone saw your work. Can you tell us a
Someone, I
little bit
was,
about that? Because it's also about being in the right place at the right time, but being open, right, to receive.
yes, open to receive. Don't worry about the how. Focus on your heart desire. the how. The universe will work to support your how. Bring people in, bring circumstances in, bring everything to support your heart, because the universe loves you. And they will do whatever. God, his angels will do whatever it is to have your dreams come true. So I was working at it's a high-end boutique. We usually dress Miss World when Miss World comes from here to Jamaica at a Pegasus Hotel, the big elaborate fashion show, and I was the pattern maker and sample machinist for this designer. And a client came in and she saw my outfit on, and she said, "Oh, I love your outfit, blah 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 blah." And she said, I remember my employee said, "Oh, you can place your order." I the one that made that dress. So the lady slipped me her card and said, "Give me a call." And then that's where it's all started. I said, "You know what? I have a gift. Why am I working for somebody else? I can do this myself." And that's when I started my company. And she was my first customer.
I love that. And sometimes when we step outside of our comfort zone or from someone else's umbrella, it can be a little frightening because you don't know what
Yeah.
to expect,
Yep.
right?
Yep. Can be.
But your
You're taking that
passion,
jump. You're
yeah,
taking
your
that jump
passion
when you're
fuels you.
scared. Yep. 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 Yep.
Yeah, I like to tell people you feel the fear and you do it anyway
Do it
because you
anyway.
had such a sense of knowing of what your I don't believe we have one purpose in life. I think we have multiple purposes and it evolves. But
Different
at that
stages.
time you knew this is a springboard for me. So if you had not seized that moment, it
Don't know
may
what
have
we'll
come
do.
around again. It may not, right?
Yep. Yes. Oh yeah. Yep.
So, what do you want to tell people, to our listening audience? We're here with Jacqueline Young Landi talking about living your best business life. What would you like to tell people in really embracing and staying true to your vision? Because we can get bombarded by the naysayers looking in someone else's lane, right?
Lens. Oh yeah. Put the blinders on and stay focused. Um, get clear on what your heart desires, where you want to be in your finances. I want to be multi-rich because I have luxurious advancement and I have plenty of people to share it with. So that's my heart desire. You get clear on what your heart desire is. Write it down. There is something in writing stuff down. Like writing a grocery list, you get everything on that list. Write it down very clear and everything will come together. Sometimes you don't know how you're going to do it. You don't know where to start, but you only climb a mountain one step at a time. So when you take that first step, you reach another stage, you take another step, reach another stage, and take another step. And mostly women are not proactive, meaning they depend on, oh, my husband did this, oh, my partner did this. You have to be proactive too, because when you come together as a unit, it's both of you working together, not you on your side and him on his side. It's both of you working together. So you have to be proactive. And sometimes the women step back, don't move forward, and the credit is not also good. So you have to be proactive to get yourself in gear for your goals, if that's your goals. If that's your goals.
I love that. So let's kind of go down this journey. So you started off, you had your boutique, you're doing wonderful things, you have clients following you, and all of a sudden another door opens and it's wellness. What was it that triggered that? Because some people who get into wellness, it's something maybe within personally, maybe it's a family member, but there's something that's motivating them to not only be as well as they can, but then to
Yeah.
share it.
Yes. I've always into wellness. Back home in Jamaica, I usually do karate. I usually go to the gym. Usually walk around. We have this big giant dam. It's like maybe 6 miles. I don't know. We would walk around it with friends of mine on a Sunday. So I'm always into wellness, and because I know if you take care of your body, your flesh, your bone, it will last longer. So, and my great grand lived to 107. So, but when I moved here, it's a total different lifestyle, meaning the stuff that they eat, the fast food, the microwave stuff, it's totally different from how I was brought up. And I try to stick to how I was brought up and, put some weight on, whatever. And I don't like weight. I like to be, that's my desire. Don't have to be yours. I like to be lean, fit, and trim. And I came across Herbalife, and it's over a year now I've been with them, and I love it because it gives me energy. Because I'm always going, oh, I need energy, and I don't get that from my everyday food. This supplements my everyday food to keep me the way I desire to be.
And I want to put a pin right there because for business owners, entrepreneurs, we're out there and we're grinding, and it can be very exhausting. Sometimes individuals are burning, candles at both ends. And then if you have a family, if you have children, if you have other caregiving responsibilities, it
Mm-hmm.
can be overwhelming that if you're not careful, you're just grabbing on the run, right? You're not
Yes.
being disciplined in what you're eating. You're not being disciplined in how much time you're giving your body to exercise or to recover.
Mm-hmm.
And so I want you to tell us a little bit about Herbalife because some individuals may be thinking, maybe
Mm.
this is something that can help me. So what what is it? Is it supplements? Is it what is it?
First thing, you have to put yourself on the calendar, meaning everything else comes second. You have to put yourself in the calendar. Time for your devotional with your God or your universe, whoever you talk to. You have to spend time for yourself to get grounded. Um, so you really get a calendar and put your name there. Jacqueline Young, me time, growth time, learn time. Put your name in the calendar. When alert yourself. When that time comes, is your time. Herbalife has been around for over 40 years. I just know about them last year. And it's not just a weight loss company. They had the number one meal replacement in the world. It's not just a weight loss company. It's a company that helps to nourish your body. What you're experiencing right now is what you did in the past with your body. So what you're going to start doing now, you're going to reap in the future. So it's never too late. It's never too late to redirect your path. It's never too late to start on a new journey. And it's never too late to continue the journey that you already have. But you have to start. You have to start. The products has been for pregnant mom. My daughter just had baby. She had 5 months now, and she breastfeeds. They have products for pregnant moms. Um, he's 5 months and he's wearing 9 months, and all she does is breastfeed. They have stuff for cooking. You can put in baking. It's not just, they have supplements and they have shakes. That's for weight loss, but it's not just for weight loss. It's for nutrition that your body needs that you're not getting in the foods right now.
And sometimes we know intuitively that our food source is not as healthy as it was 30
Mm-hmm.
years ago, 40 years ago. Our soil is tainted.
Mm-hmm.
The animals, if you're eating any sort of animal product, they are, injected with hormones and who knows what else. And that's what we're putting in our bodies.
Yep.
And
Yep.
we wonder why. I look at the illnesses that we are dealing with now, and it makes me wonder, well, I don't recall hearing about all of this when we were growing up. It just seems like it's getting worse.
Worse.
And it's hitting the younger generation, right?
Yep.
They're not
Yep.
as healthy.
Yep. Oh yeah. And I don't have the statistics right now, but it's it's really, really bad in the United States. Overweight, obesity is really bad. And it's caused from excessive eating, the wrong food. And trust me, it caused a lot of ailments. High blood pressure, diabetes, a lot. If you Google it, you'll find it. It's a lot of ailment. And people are still continuing, even though they know. That's why you have to be very clear what you want to be, or you want to feel, or you want to look, how you want to be to others in your wellness. And then when you're clear about that, you will take those actions to change it. Step by step, not all at once.
And I know some people are wondering, okay, this is supposed to be business and financial raw talk, and you're talking about Herbalife. Well, to our listening audience, let me tell you why this is so important, because your physical wellness and health is really all you have. And
Exactly.
when that goes, and if you're that entrepreneur, that solopreneur, that business owner, and you don't have proper health coverage, it can wipe you out in its entirety, right?
Yes.
And then
Yes.
if you're the only person working for your company and you go down,
Doom
then what
bill.
happens to the money, right?
Yep. Serious problem. Serious problem. And we have to be proactive in every areas of our lives, and don't leave it up to chance. It's not chance, it's what you create. It's not chance.
Yeah, that's a brilliant statement you just made. And since we're talking a little bit about finance, we'll go into the other area of your business. It's a natural transition. And that is, you are very passionate about credit,
Oh
because
yeah.
you know that with the right credit score, it helps to save you money.
Oh
But
yes.
the worse your credit is, it's going to end up costing you money. It's going to close doors. It's going to create restrictions on where you live.
Even a job, getting a
Uh,
job, getting hired.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
So,
serious.
so how did you go into that? I mean, what was it that you said, you know what? I've got this image and lifestyle, but I also know that it takes money to make
It
a
takes
difference. It
money.
takes money to make an impact. And
It
now I
takes
want to
money.
be an advocate on the financial side. How
It
did
takes
you how
money.
did you get there?
Back home, cash is king. You have your cash, you're good to go. Here, credit is king. Unless you have money to undo, you have to have good credit. And when I met my husband, just after I met my husband, he had a stroke.
Mm.
And lucky thing, he only lost his ear. You didn't have to go through all that, learn to walk and all that stuff. And because the stroke is caused from excessive eating. He's been a huge guy all his life. His family and they're Italian. Okay, so and he had some serious credit issues because we had medical bills ranging like $200,000, and it would, my husband's the builder, and it would be a hindrance for him to get money to build homes. So we had to clean up his credit. And I came across an ex co-worker of mine. I usually work at Walmart. I usually worked almost 15 jobs. I don't know. I usually work at Walmart distribution center on the weekends from midnight to 6 a.m., Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And my manager, she's left there now, and she sent me an intro about getting credit repaired. And I said, perfect, because my husband's credit needs to be repaired. And we did it. The score went up. We leveraged that, getting construction loans, and we're building homes right now. So we couldn't. I alone can't, because we need more money to what we want. I alone can't, and his credit is terrible. So we had to fix his credit. And when I see how easy it was to fix his credit, I said, you know what, everybody needs to know this. And I became an agent. And that's how that part of the umbrella is in my company. Because what I want for me, I want for you too. I want you to live your best life right now. Yeah.
And that's so important because what you said is your husband was a builder. He had a physical ailment. His credit tanked, but which then impacted his ability to get the loans that he needed to build
Homes.
homes.
This cost of is the way of living.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so to those that are listening, this is so important for you to evaluate your life in these three buckets. Ask yourself, are you living that purposeful dream life that you desired? And if not, are you on your way? Are you doing the steps to get there?
To get there.
The other thing is, from a wellness standpoint, are you taking care of this one vessel that we have, your body, as best as you can? And if not, do you have access to a coach, to a mentor, someone like Jacqueline to help guide you? And then lastly, financially, because we know there's a financial crisis facing women, where's your credit? Where do you really stand? You know, and if you think about possibly needing a business loan, looking for a new job, or buying a home, are you going to end up paying more than you need to, or are you going to be denied?
Exactly.
So again, I mean, Jackie's like the 360 here. But in all seriousness, I mean, if you want someone to help you with your finding your dreams and your desires and realizing that it's not a practice life, Jacqueline Young Landi. If you're looking for someone who can help you to find out what is your image, what is that outward expression that you want the world to see, that is your truth, Jacqueline Landi. If you're looking for someone to help you with your wellness and your fitness and be that cheerleader helping you as you move towards your fitness goals, Jacqueline Young Landi. And if you're looking for someone to help you springboard your finances to the next level by improving that foundation, which is credit, Jacqueline Young Landi.
Yep.
So, Jackie, we are literally almost out of time. I want to take myself down and let you just say whatever few words you'd like to leave with the audience and how they can contact you and anything that you have upcoming.
Okay. Well, as I say, a choice, the choice you make, give you back the power, your power. So you have to make a choice. Whatever circumstances is, in my instances, is in image, is in wellness, and in finances. But you get to make that choice, and when you make that choice, you take back your power. You can reach me at Jacqueline Young Landi. Jacqueline at JYL Image and Lifestyle.com. That's my email address. I have the New Year resolution 21-day challenge that is going to start in January. The opening is open right now for registration. It's going to be a fun time. It's all the coaches coming together. It's a mega challenge. It has a big jackpot of $10,000. 10 people, the best transformation, will get $1,000 each. And it's a way to start. It's a jump start. 21 days. After 21 days, become a habit. So the jump start to change your wellness or continue wellness. And I am having some new stuff in the new year. Just need to iron it out more. But I'm thinking of our academy, Live Your Best Life You Deserve Now. Still in the making. And of course, my book, This Is Not a Practice Life. It's on Amazon, paperback and hardcover, and coming out with a Kindle. That's it.
But I want to say thank you so much, Jacqueline, for joining us on another edition of Business and Financial raw talk. And we hope that you reach out to Jacqueline Young Landi and all the amazing programs that she has, from her wellness. If you want design, image consulting, you have a special event, you want that special outfit, she's the person to go to. If you have questions about credit and how to improve that, and if you want a copy of her book, it's really a great read. I have my copy, it's upstairs, otherwise I would show you, but it's not a practice life. It's a nice, easy read. It takes you through her life journey, but it challenges you to live life now. So, Jackie, thank you so much for joining us, and until next time, we'll have you back to talk about your academy, right? Until next time, everyone, happy holidays.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.